I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get in line, get in line. 144, 144, 144, 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get in line, get in line. Hey. Wrote the verse until begin to hit the page. I'm turning to the east whenever I start to pray. This for my soldier, my comrades, no comment, just real men that walking right in the spirit. When the Lord speaks, they hear it. This real life when we bring it, this real truth that we slang it. We seen the pictures they painted, our history they change it, and everything been tainted. And I'm sick good, and I'm sick good. So get rid of it, and I'm sick good, Move like Christ, live like Christ. I'm just trying to get it right. Walk by faith, not by sight. Keep the law, my guiding light. Move like Christ, live like Christ. I'm just trying to get it right. Walk by faith, not by sight. Keep the law, my guiding light. 144, 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get in line, get in line. 144, 144, 144. I'm calling my soldiers. It's that time. I'm calling my soldiers. Let's get in line, get in line.
So lost, yeah. So lost, we so lost, we so lost, so lost, we so lost, we so lost, we so lost, yeah. So lost, we 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 so lost. You see the problems that I'm going through, but you don't help me. Only thing you wanna do is hurt me. I see my partners going through the same shit, but even at their worst, they still hood rich. Nigga, who you think you lying to? Matter of fact, who you think you flying to? If you came back to the Lord, then maybe you'll see the bullshit we deal with. It ain't really us, cause all we see is struggle. All we know is hustle, that bullshit. And we came up from the mud, but one day we gon' be running shit. We struggle every day, we struggle every night, cause we ain't seeking answers to it. We so lost, we so lost, we so lost. We so lost, we so lost, we so lost. I know that we gon' wake up strong about what's written. We suffer every day, cause we don't know it's written. The struggles that we live today, they may just be tomorrow. So I'll just live today, cause I don't know tomorrow. I'm waking up, I'm getting stronger and 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 making me hunger and hunger and hunger and hunger. I see my body building up, and my wounds started healing up. Is it enough for me to make it through tomorrow? I hope, nah, fuck that. I'm living by what I say and what I do. I am who I am, and I don't really give a damn if you feel me or not. I know that I'm hot, I'm balling and I'm shaking the pot. I'm building the block. If your ass out of line, I'm swinging this shit around the block. Day and night, we gon' be alright. I see you waking up, I see you're shaking off that dust that's on your bones that came along with the struggle. Nobody pissing, so we hustle. But we so lost. 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 We gonna wake up one day.
As a nation of people, man, it's time for us to wake up, man. It's know who we are. Shalom.
That's not bad. That's not too bad. You can still see slaves.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach us people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, one west, yeah, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing games. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. U.P.K, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine. Came up from the dust, now you see the shine. Ain't no cowards in my camp, all we know is grind. Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach us people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with a sword. Holy Bible, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. One west, one west, one west, one west, one west, till they bury me. Well, it's verse 2 when it's game time. Shield of David, no gang sign. Nothing but truth that we bring to you. Change on the spirit, we breaking loose. Repent for your sins and from within. Become a new man and then you stand for all the people who need you. Damn right we gon' teach you. Cause the preacher man be lying, telling all them lies, but he still wants your ties for the new car he drives. It's not time that we wake up. Ain't no devil gon' save us. All we need is the truth. 144 in them boots. Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach us people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil, we the lost children of the Lord. YAHANNA, chopping heads off with a sword. Holy Bible, one west.
Check. Shalom, YAHANNA, Shabbat, my brothers. YAHANNA, Shabbat, my sisters. Getting ready to get this I.S.U.P.K Fayetteville Sabbath service. Get ready to go ahead and get this Sabbath service started, man. So, Young man Lamont, if you could present yourself, Baba Kasha.
Young man Lamont, Bon Yahweh, Bon Yashala.
Young man Lamont, Bon Yahweh, Bon Yashala.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yeah, let's get it.
La Yashala. Imagine, meaning stand. Saw whopping ya hakwadam, meaning turn and face the east. We're getting ready to get this say these Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatuka, Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Hayat, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayat, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'a, Tabayayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rod, Kayak, Lakat, Hamalakwit, Waha'adam, Watapara, Lawalamim, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Kasha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, La Pa'a, Ka Makala, Waka Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Hakim, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the water Aman.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it.
This is the blessings for the rank and structure order of Israel. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Miyaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Batazabiyah, Alawap Yohanna, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saroyim, Ha Kwazayayim, Ha Yoyim, Wa Agwatium, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the Wada Aman.
In the English, it's like it. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ab, Ayanya, Ahahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ai, Izariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Bragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al-Yad, Yam Yaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakakab, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Mayathab, Wa'aid Iwalam.
Psalms 120 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakab, Alta Karash, Wa Alta Shakwat, Al,
Ka YAHANNA, our YAHANNA, YAHAMA Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'imra Yamwa, Sawadab, Wayatha, Ya'itazawab, Altazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawab, Wanakakidum, Magaya, Wala'ab, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awadak, Kaya, Nawa'itazawab, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yakab, Bariyat, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Washma'ala, Yum, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'imawana, Wa'imalak, Palashat, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aishalaham, Kamajim, Kasayab, Sara'ab, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayadara, Hayawab, Daman, Layadamab, Shayatamwa, Nadayab Mawa, Kayarab, Wakazabab, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashab, Lanawab, Ath, Nawat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakab, Kaash, W Ira, Wakala Habab, Tahalat, Hariyam, Kantaradatma, Basai Rakab, Wabasab, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamkab, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ajaid, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kaya Atab, Shamkab, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished in Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes, as Zebah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Sir, your Shabbat and be seated. Your Shabbat up here as well. Men is seated. Last week we left off Exodus the 34th chapter, the 34th verse. Salakia. we're going to be starting at Exodus, the 34th chapter and the 3rd verse. And instead, if you want to read along, man, read along in your blue letter. Pull up your blue letter Bible, man, and go to your, it says WLC, and it's going to show you the Assyrian Hebrew. So, Salakia. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 3 in the Hebrew. Wa'ayash la'ah ayla aymad wagam ayash al yara'ah bakal hahar gum hataza'an waha bakar al yara'aywa al mawal hahar so like a hahawa. It's like a ha wa ah. Verse 4. Waya pasal shanya lakat I banyan salaki kara ash shanyam waya shakam masha babakor waya al har sayanya ka salaki ka ashar tazawa Yahweh Atawa Waya Kwak Bayadwa Shanya Lakath Abanyum. Verse 5. Waya Rad Yahweh Ba'ainan Waya Thaya Tazab I'm Wa Sham Wakwara Basham Yahweh. Verse 6. Waya Abar. It's like a Waya Abar Yahweh Al Panyawa Wayakara Yahweh Al Rakawam Waka Slaka Waka Nawan Slaka Waka Nawan Arak Apayam Warab Kasad Wa'amath. Verse 7. Wa Natazar Kasad La Allah Payam No Nasha'a Iwan Wapa Sha'ai Waka Ta'at Wanakwa La'a Yanakwa Pakwar Iwan Abawath Al Banayam Wa'al Banyam Al Shalashim Wa'al Rabbi Ayam. Verse 8. Waya Mahar Mashah Waya Kwar Arataza Waya Shat Kawa. Oh, sorry. Verse 9. Waya Amar Na'a Matazaat Ya Khan Ba'ayan Yak Adunya Walak Na'a Adunya Bakura Banawa Kaya Aim Kwasha Irap Hawa'a Wasalakat La'aiwa Nanawa Wala Kata'at Nawa Wana Latanawa. Verse 10. Waya Amar Hana Anakia Karath Barayath Nagad Kal Imak I.S.U.P.K Napalat Salakin Napalaath Ashar La'ah Naba Ra'awa Bakal Ha'arataza Wabakal Hagawayum Wara'ah Kal Ha'ayim Ashar Atah Bakara Bawa Ath Ma'aisha Yahweh Kaya Nawa Ra'ah Hawa'ah Ashar Anya Aisha Imad.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 3. And no one shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. Verse 4. And he hewed 2 tables of stone, like unto the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning, and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. Verse 5. And the Lord descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. Verse 6. And the Lord passed by before him, and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. Verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, unto the 3rd and the 4th generation. Verse 8. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshiped. Verse 9. And he said, if now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. That's the end of verse 9.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 10, in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Ankaya, Karath, Bariyath, Nagad, Kal, I.M.A.K, I.S.U.P.K, Lapalaath, Ashar, La'ah, Nabara'awa, Bakal, Ha'arataza, Wabakal, Hagawayam, Wara'ah, Kal, Ha'aim, Ashar, Atha, Bakara Bawa, Ath, Ma'isha, Yahweh, Kaya, Nawara'ah, Hawa, Ashar, Anya, Aisha, Imad, it's like I.M.A.K, verse 11. Shamar, Laka, Ath, Ashar, Ankaya, Matazawak, Hayawam, Hananya, Garash, Mapanyak, Ath, Maria, Wahaka, Naanya, Wahakatya, Wahapar Zaya, Wahakawaya, Wahayabwa Saya. Verse 12. Hashamar, Laka, Pan, Thakarath, Bariyath, Laya Washab, Ha'arataza, Ashar, Atha, Ba'a, Aliyah, Pan, Yahaya, Lama Wakwash, Bakarabak. Verse 13. Kaya, Ath, Mazabakatam, Tata Tazawan, Wa'ath, Slaki, Matazabatham, Hashabarawum, Wa'at, Asharanyawa, Thakarat 1, verse 14. Kaya, La'ah, Tashat Kawa, La'al, Akar, Kaya, Yahweh, Quana'ah, Shamwa, Al, Quana'ah, Hawa'ah, verse 15. Pan, Thakarath, Bariyath, Laya Washab, Ha'arataza, Waza Nawa, Akaria, Alahayaham, Wazab Wazabakwa, La Allah Yahweh. It's like a La Allah Ha Yahum, Wakara'a Laka, Wa'akalat, Mazabakawat. It's like Mazabakwa, verse 16. Walakwa Kath, Maba Nath Yawa, Labanyak, Waza Nawa, Banat Yawa, Akaria, Alahaya Han, Wahazana, what's like Wahazanawa, Ath, Banayak, Akaria, Alahaya Han, verse 17. Alahaya, Mata, it's like Masa Ka, La'a, Ha Aisha, Laka. It's like that's it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 10. And he said, behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Verse 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Verse 12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest.
Stop right there. You understand? That's so heavy, man. That's what happened with us here in America. And other places we go, as God's chosen people, you know, we're supposed to have a covenant with the Most High. We're not supposed to make covenants with the inhabitants of the land, the heathens that dwell there. Going down to vote. You're trying to be a part of America, shave your face, join the Esau's military, going to your politicians, trying to make deals. Half the time, don't even benefit your people. You're making deals with devils. You understand? Celebrating Christmas and New Year's. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters, man. This Bible is a real live book, and it's telling what Moses was warning the people not to do. After all the Most High had done it for us, he even drove out the enemies of us, man. We didn't have to lift a finger. Where you said the children of Israel took up arms and did anything? Since we've been reading, he drives the enemy out from amongst us, man. He ain't nothing changed. He can do the same thing now. We have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, that everlasting covenant that he made with the children of Israel, which is us. You understand? And Moses is telling them right here, you know what I'm saying, take heed. Make sure, you understand? Pay close attention. Don't go down there and make covenants, man, with the inhabitants of the land, man. You understand? Because it's going to be a trap. It's going to be a trap. It's going to be a setup. You're going to see the cheese, but you ain't going to see the trap. Read on.
Lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. Verse 13. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images.
That's right. Throw down that Christian cross. Rip down them Christmas trees. Don't be stupid and go into the bank and get the Christmas tree down. You're going to jail. But don't put it up in your house. You go to church, get that out of the Christian church. Forsake these idols, man. Destroy them. Because they mean absolutely nothing. They're going against the Most High. Go ahead.
And cut down their groves. Verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous,
go ahead.
Is a jealous God.
And that's what we have to remember, man. That is so quintessential. He's a jealous power. You understand? That means he don't want you serving no other gods. He don't want you making things into gods and even trying to serve him. He don't want you to celebrate your stinking birthday, because that day everybody worships you as a god, and the Most High God hates it. You understand? He don't want you worshiping the New Year's. They don't want you singing 3, 2, 1, counting down for some idol worship ball to drop. He don't want us doing that. He don't want us delving into divinations, man. He's a jealous power. Just like you would be jealous over your girlfriend or your wife giving other men attention. What do you think the Most High Power thinks about his children when we go seek after other gods, after all he's done for us? You understand? Just remember that. Read on.
Verse 15. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go whoring after their gods.
That's what happens when you go make a covenant with the heathens. You go whoring after their gods. Now you forsake the living power, the Negro God of blacks, Hispanics, and Indians for some cat or some cow or some collie with 8 arms and baby fetuses around her neck with dreadlocks. You understand? That's what happens. You get to wanting to, be a part of these other nations, and it destroys us wholly, man. It destroys us. It strips your language from you. It strips your culture from you, and it damn sure strips the love the Most High Power has for you. Read on.
And do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice.
Yeah, you're going to do all that. You're going to do all that when you don't take heed to what Moses is saying. Read on.
Verse 16. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons.
Oh, that's another thing. Take their heathen daughter. That's what we're looking at now. And I said this before. It's going to be a rise. You understand? It's always been like this. But America claims love is love. So they say color knows no lines, no boundaries. And Netflix and all these stations love to show a black woman with a white man. Right. It's rarely the other way around. Or some black man with a heathen woman. They rarely show black on black love or Hispanic on Hispanic love. It's always a black man with a white woman. A black man with a white woman, or a white woman with a black man. And don't get it twisted. The Most High God is against that. You understand? It's going to be a rise. And back in the 80s, the 70s and 80s, used to, especially during the antebellum South, there was a rise in the skinheads and the KKK and all these Aryan Nation groups. They would see you walking with that white woman on your arm, and they would beat you to piss. They might let the white woman live, but they'll call her a nigger lover. And they'll draw on her forehead, rape her, and they'll just take your black behind and lynch you on the monkey bars. That's coming back. That is coming back. You're going to start seeing a lot more of that. So don't be walking around here proud because you like to watch anime and you got Chung-Li on your arm. The Most High God's going to be against you. That's not Tawab in this Bible. That's what America says is okay. The Most High God is against that. You don't take their daughters. You understand? Imagine this. You walking in the woods as a black man by yourself. You might walk up on a KKK rally. They might be like, boy, you lost? You might get a chance to get up out of there. Get caught walking in the woods with a white woman during a KK rally. You're dead. You are dead meat. You're hung, and she's a nigger lover. Read on.
And their daughters go a-whoring after their gods.
Don't go listen to Issa Rae and her big teeth telling black women, and she's an African, by the way. So y'all keep that in mind every time you watch some of her stinking shows that are overly sexual. They're corny. She tries to do hip hop and she's way off the mark. It's just highly sexual and it's just weaponized media. She's an African woman. In one of her articles, she told black women that black women need to date Asian men because Asian men are only ones on their intellectual level. As if black women are only black women that go to college. Black women, most of them don't even finish college. They're the most enrolled, but they're not the ones just doing all the damn college work, getting all these jobs. As if Asian men are just so much better than black men. Issa Rae said that. And what did Issa Rae go do after that? She went and married an African. She didn't marry no Asian man. Don't go listening to these heathens, man. And you black women better not ever get hype and think that you can get something better than a black or Hispanic man or Native Indian man. You're not. You can't get no better than God's chosen people. We are the salt of the earth. Why would you settle for a slave? Look at them as basically nothing. Right. That's how the Most High God looks at these other nations, as nothing. Right. Yeah, I know that's hard speech. You're at home like, how can they talk so much hatred? You lack history, brother. Right. You lack the knowledge of what these bastards have done to your ancestors. But you'll find out. The Most High gonna do way worse than what I'm saying. Read on.
And make thy sons go a-whoring after their gods.
That's right. And then when you go get that white woman, you're gonna be eating charcuterie boards with raisins and cheese with a turtleneck on, singing Yankee Doodle. And then you're going to mess around and be an Asian woman, and you're going to sit up here, instead of, you're going to throw that fork away and use chopsticks and dress it in a gi and trying to do kamehamehas and get your ass whooped in the club. Right. You're going to forsake your power, and you want to take on the other gods. That's what happens usually. You start with, everything changes about you when you try to go date the other nations. The food, language, culture, everything. And nobody likes it. It's disgusting. Everybody smiles and acts like it's acceptable. That's one of the most disgusting things you can do to piss the Most High God off, is take a woman that's not from your kindred. You understand? No one likes it. It looks dumb. It's not the wave. It's never going to. It wasn't the wave back here in Exodus. This is a guideline. He tells us not to do it. If we just listen, maybe our lives will change. Read on.
That's the end of 16.
All right.
This is the book of Exodus. All right, come on. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 17 in the Hebrew. Alahaya, Masaka, La'ah, Ha'isha, Laka, Ath. It's like verse 18. Ath, Kag, Hamatazawa'at. It's like Hamatazawat, Hashamar, Shaba'ait, Yum Yum, Ta'ikal, Matazawat, Ashar, Tazawa, Tak, Lima Wa'id, Kadash, Ha'abayab, Kaya, Bakadash, Ha'abyah, it's like Ha'abyab, Yatazaat, Mama Tazara, Mama, it's like Mama Tazarayum. Verse 19, Kal, Pasar, it's like a Patar, Rakam, Wakal, Makanak, Hazakar, Thazakar, Patar, Shawar, Washa, Wa, it's like verse 20, Wa Patar, Hama, it's like Kama War, Thapa Da, Basha, Wa'am La'ah, Thapa Da, Wa Irap Tawa, Kal, Bakawar, Banyak, Tapa, it's like a Thapada, Wala'ah, Yara Awa, Panya, Rayakam, verse 21. Shashath, Yum Yum, Ha'ibad, Waba Yawam, Hashab Ya'aya. So like it.
Check.
Tashabath. Salaki. Tashabath, Bahariyash, Waba Kwataziyar, Hashabath, verse 22. Wakag, Shaba'ith, Ha'isha, Laka, Baka warrior, Kwataziyar, Katayum, Wakag, Ha'a Sayap, Takawapat, Hashana, verse 23. Shalash, Pa'amayam, Bashana, Yara'ah, Kal, Zakawarak, Ath, Panya, Ha'aran, Yahweh, Alahaya, Yasha'Allah.
All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 17. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. Verse 18. The feast of unleavened bread shall thou keep.
The what?
The feast of unleavened bread shall thou keep.
Then we got the Passover coming up. So the Passover night, everybody been getting it on, eating that wine, that lamb, you know what I'm saying, dancing, having a good time. April 1st. And then the second, we wake up, go to sleep, wake up, feast of unleavened bread. That, as a matter of fact, sundown that evening, the Passover is technically the first day of the feast of unleavened bread. When the sun go down, it's right there. You starting it. That's why you eat the unleavened bread for a certain amount of days, and then, but everybody make sure you keep the feast of unleavened bread. Like Captain Nash says, don't just check out the hotel Sunday. Try to stay an extra day and keep that feast of unleavened bread. Let's do it right. Let's do it big. Go ahead.
7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread.
There you go. For 7 days, you're going to eat unleavened bread without the yeast in it. You understand? And that means before you come down to the Passover, make sure you take all the yeast out your house. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your garage. Put it in a separate car, in a trunk or something. Just get rid of all the yeast, man. You know what I'm saying? For 7 days, you're going to eat unleavened bread. Not that fluffy, nice, toasty, yeast rolls from Texas Roadhouse. That got to wait for 7 days. You owe it to the Lord, man. You're commanded to do so. Read on.
As I commanded thee in the time of the month of Abib, for in the month of Abib thou camest out from Egypt.
That's right. Around this time of year, we came out of Egypt. That's why the Passovers this time of year. This like represents damn near our new year when things are brand new, the month of Abib. You understand? Not in the dead of winter when everybody want a 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year's is freezing brick outside. You understand? This says for the month of Abib, man. Read on.
Verse 19. All that openeth the matrix is mine, and every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. Verse 20. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. Verse 21. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest.
6 days thou shalt what?
Work.
The 7 days thou shalt what?
6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest.
That's right. Go ahead.
In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest. Verse 22. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Verse 23. Thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before the Lord God and God of Israel. That was it. And then 23.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 20. 24 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Awar Yash, Gawayam, Mapanyak, Waharaka Bataya, Ath, Gaba Walak, Walaa, Yakamar, Yakamad, Ayash, Ath, Aratazak, Ba'ila Tak, Lara Awath, Ath, Panya, Yahweh, Alahayak, Shalash, Pa'aymayam, Bashana, verse 25, Hasha Thot, it's like a Hashakat, Al, Kamataza, Rum, it's like a dumb, Zaba, Zabakia, Wala'a, Yalayan, Labakwar, Zabak, Kag, Hapa Sak, verse 26. Ra'ashayath, Bakar, it's like a Baka warrior. Adamatak, Tabaya'a, Bayath, Yahweh, it's like a Alahayak, La'a, Tabashal, Gaduya, Bakalab, Amwa, verse 7. Yahweh, Al, Baisha, Katab, Laka, Ath, Hadabaryam, Ha'Allah, Kaya, Al, Paya, Hadabaryam, Slakim, Ha'Allah, Slakim, Ha'Allah, Karathia, Athak, Bariyath, Wa'ath, Yasha'Allah, verse 28. Wayahaya, Sham, Aim, Yahweh, Arab Ayam, Yawam, Rab Ayam, La Yala, Lakam, La'a, Akal, Wamayam, La'a, Shata, Waya Katab, Al, Halakath, Ath, Dabaria, Habariyath, Aisharath, it's like a Hadabaryam, verse 29. Wayahaya, Baradat, Masha, Mahar, Sayanya, Washanya, Lakath, Ha'idath, Bayad, Masha, Baradathwa, Man, Hahar, Wamasha, La'a, Yadai, Kaya, Karan, I war Panyawa Bada the borrower Atwa. Verse 29. Salaki. Verse 30. Wayara Aharon Wakal Banyaya Sha'ala Ath Masha Wahana Kwaran Iwar Panyawa Waya Yara Awa Magashath Aliyawa. That's it.
All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 24. For I will cast out the nations before thee, and enlarge thy borders. Neither shall any man desire thy land. When thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in the year. Verse 25. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven. Neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. Verse 26. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seeth a kid in his mother's milk. Verse 27. And the Lord said unto Moses, Write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel.
How detailed and dope is that, man? You see how we had laws and rules and, you know what I'm saying, commandments, how high holy days, you know, ways to treat animals and what you should do, how to cook it, you know, how many days you should eat this. Man, who else has a God like that? The rest of these nations have stupid gods like Buddha. What the hell is that? Or some flying dragon. I don't understand it. Like, why would you want to serve like, it's ridiculous. There's no life in it. This is what separates us from everybody. We have to come back to this, man. That's what the Passover April 1st is about, man. Right. We're taking back our traditions. We're doing it the right way. You understand? You better be in the building April 1st, Raleigh, North Carolina, 500 South Salisbury Street. It's going down, man. All right, read on.
Verse 28. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water, and he wrote upon the tables, the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments. Verse 29. And it came to pass, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of testimony in Moses' hand, when he came down from the mount, that Moses wist not that the skin of his face shone while he talked with him. That was in the what? Yeah, no, I want 29. 30. All right. Verse 30. And when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him.
Just up here, imagine. Triple warrior, a lot of present yourself, Baba Kasha. So like, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 31 in the Hebrew. What? You want to use my phone? You want to use my phone?
34? Exodus 34 what?
31.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and 31 in the Assyrian. Oh, no. It's all right. Waya Waya Sarah Waya Sarah Allah Hayam Ma Mash Masha Masha Waya Sha Kai Salaki Maya Sha Waya Sha Baya Bayawa Al Wa Allah Waya Aha wait Aha Ahira Ahira Rana. That's not. Oh, Ka Salaki. Ira Ka. Yeah. Aharon. Aharon. Wakal. Hana Sha Yom. Ka oh, so like Ba'ida ha Waya da Bakar Bar Masha Al Haram, verse 32. Wala Wa'a Karaya Kana Khan Nada Naga Shaya Shawa Naga Shawa Cal Banaya Banya. He said Banya. Washara. Oh, Salaki. Yasharai Allah. What? Yashar Allah. Waya Taza. Waya Taza. Wam. Alf. Cal. Ashar. Da. The bar. Yahweh. Uh, uh, no, also what? Athwa, Bahar, Sayanaya, verse 33. Waya cow, Masha, Mada, Bar, Maida Bar, Ahitham, wait, no, Atham, Salaki, Waya Tana, Wayathan, Al, Pa, Panayawa, Messiah, Messiah, verse 34. Wa ka wa ba wa ba wa ba ba wa ba ba wa ba ba mash ma masha la panya Yahweh la dabar la dabar Ataya Atawa YS Yar YCR YCR Yasir Af Hamai Sa Wa Id Taza Af what Taza off wa Wasa ya well Taza Taza Waya Taza Wada Wada bar Al Kana but oh that's Bob but but not Banaya Banya Yashar Allah Af Ashar yeah Yataza Waf verse 35 Wa'ar Wa'ar Afia no Afia Ra'ara Awa Banya Washar Yala Yasha Allah Af Panya Ma Masha Kaya Pyrana Quarana Quran IR Award Panya Masha Wahashar Yum Shayab Salaki Mashaf Af Hama Sa Yab Ha Maisai Ha Maisai Wa Hama Sa Wa Al Panaya Panyawa Ide Ba'ara Ba'ya Ladabar Athia Athwa and then Sa wait where you stop at verse 35 this is the book of Exodus chapter 35 verse 1 yeah yeah stop at 2 YS Hala YS Allah Masha Af Cal Idaf Banya Yasharala Wayamar Ayala Alatham Alaham Al Salakia Alaha Salakia Hada Ba Hadabarium Ashar Ayaha Salakia Taza Wa'a Yahweh Layashataf Salaki Atham verse 2 Shataf Yahweh Salaki Yum wait you said Yum the Aisha Malaka'a Wabayawam the Hashabah Aya Yahweh no No. Yahaya. Lacom. So, no. Quadash. Shabbath. Shabbat one. La ya ha. La ya ha. Yalahawa. Cal. Haya. Hi Shaha. Haya Shah. Haya Shah. Kaya. Oh, so like a bawa. Ma Malakaha. Malaka. Why? Why? Oh yeah. Yahweh. Yahweh. Where we at? Exodus 34.
34, 31. If I may, Salaki, good night. That's to wild, brother. Like real talk. Like that's absolutely to wild, man. And like I said, the more you continue doing this, brother, it's gonna flow like I don't want to say what, but it's gonna flow. Salaki, go ahead with that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 31. And Moses called unto them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned unto him, and Moses talked with them. Verse 32. And afterward all the children of Israel came nigh, and he gave them in the commandment all that the Lord had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. Verse 33. Until Moses had done speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. Verse 34. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. Verse 35. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shone. And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 1. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, these are the words which the Lord hath commanded thee.
And notice that it said Moses gathered the children of Israel. This Bible is specific. It didn't say the children of Moab. It didn't say the Elamites. It didn't say the Hagarenes and the Hittites and Shunammite, whatever the hell. It said children of Israel. Go ahead.
That ye should do them. Verse 2. 6 days shall work be done. But on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of the rest of the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3 in the Hebrew. La'ah, haba ayruwa, ash, bakal, mashabat yakum, bayawam, hashabat, verse 4. Waya amar, masha, al, kal, aidath, banya, yasha'ala, la amar, za, hadabar, ashar, tazawa'a, tazawa, Yahweh, la amar, verse 5. Kwakawa, ma'atakam, Thara wama, la Yahweh, kal, nadayab, labwa, yab ya'ah, ath, Thara wamath, Yahweh, zahab, wakasap, wana kashat, verse 6. Wata kalat, wa'a ragaman, wata wala aith, shanya, washash, wa'izayam, verse 7. Wa'arath, ayalam, ma'ada mayam, wa'irath, takashyam, wa'itazaya, Shatayim, verse 8. Washaman, La'a, it's like a Lama Awar. Wabashamam, it's like a Wabashamyam. Lasha Man, Hamashaka, Wala Kata Rath, Hasa Mayam, verse 9. Waya Abunya, Shaham, Wa'a Bunya, Mala Ayam, La'apa Wad, Wala Kashan. That's it, bro. Go back up the verse.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3. You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the seventh day. Verse 4. And Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying, verse 5, Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord. Whosoever is of a willing heart, let him bring it, an offering of the Lord, gold and silver and brass. Verse 6, and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair. Verse 7, and ram skin dyed red.
Don't get it twisted. It's not saying that the purple. You know, these purple bastards get happy. See, we in the right spirit. This is because those colors were hard to get back those days. Scarlet wasn't something easy to make. Neither was purple. You had to put together a bunch of dyes and all that. It's ancient type of stuff that right now you just go to Joann's or a fabric store and just get the purple. Back then you had to get the right, plant and root and all that stuff to get the that color. And it only meant certain royalty and certain, not gonna say royalty, but people that had money. It was expensive. Scarlet and purple, those type of colors weren't easy to get like a green or blue or red. Those are simpler, but it took a little bit more to get scarlet and purple. So calm down, you purple dressers.
Verse 7, and ram skin dyed red, and badger skin, and shittim wood. Verse 8, and oil for the light, and spices for anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. Verse 9, and onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod, and for the breastplates.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wakal, Takam, Lab, Slaki Laba, Bakam, Yaba Owa, Waya Aishawa, Ath, Kal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh. Verse 11. Ath, Hamashakan, Ath, Ahalwa, Wa'ath, Makasa, Hawa, Ath, Kwara Sayawa, Wa'ath, Kwarash Yawa, Ath, Bariyakwa, Ath, Imad Yum, it's like Imad Yawa, Wa'ath, Adan Yawa, verse 12, Ath, Ha'aran, Wa'ath, Bada Yawa, Ath, Haka Pariath, it's like a Haka Parath, Wa'ath, Parakath, Hamasak, verse 13, Ath, Hashalakan, Wa'ath, Bada Yawa, Wa'ath, Kal Yawa, Wa'ath, Lakam, Hapanyam, verse 14, Wa'ath, Manarath, Hama Awar, Wa'ath, Kalayaha, it's like a Kalaya, Wa'ath, Narathya, Wa'ath, Shaman, Hama Awar, verse 15, Wa'ath, Mazabak, Haka Tarath, Wa'ath, Bada Yawa, Wa'ath, Shaman, Hamashaka, Wa'ath, Quatarath, Hasa Mayam, Wa'ath, Masak, Hapathak, Lapathak, it's like it, Lapathak, Hamashakan, verse 16. Ath, Mazabak, Ha'elah, Wa'ath, Makabar, Hana Kashat, Ashar, Lawa, Ath, Bada Yawa, Wa'ath, Kal Yawa, Ath, Hakayar, Wa'ath, Kanawa. That's it, brother.
Big shout out to Sister Bayanatha Ra checking in the chat. All our brothers and sisters logged in Sabbath service. Most High in Christ. You right, sis. Ain't nothing better. Nobody else has what we have. Most High in Christ. Ain't nothing better. It's like, man, you damn right, sis. Most High in Christ. That's it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 10. Oh, yeah, verse 10. And every wise-hearted among you shall come, and make all that the Lord hath commanded. Verse 11. The tabernacles, his tent and his covering, his taches and his boards, his boards, his bars, his pillars, and his sockets. Verse 12. The ark and the staves thereof, with the mercy seat, and the veil of the covering. Verse 13. The table and his staves, and his vessels, and the shewbread. Verse 14. The candlestick also for the light, and his furniture, and his lamps, with the oil for the light. Verse 15. And the incense altar, and his staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the hanging of the door at the entering of the tabernacles. Verse 16. The altar of the burnt offering with his brazen grate. Oh, it's like a brazen grate. His staves and his vessels. The laver and his foot. Verse 17. Wait, 16.
Just up here, Elijah. Imagine, Sawapanya Hakwadam, and turn and face the east. We get ready to say these prayers. We're going to start off in the Hebrew in the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatuka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayat, Aisha, Ba'aratazab, Kawab, Hayat, Bashemayim, Nathananao, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknao, Kabawaknao, Kasalaknao, Kabawatnao, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanao, Banasayawan, Labal, Hawashayana, Mayan, Rai, Kayab, Lakab, Hamalakwat, Waha'alam, Wataparat, Lawalomium, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushab, Baba Kashab, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Larpa'ab, Kamakalab, Wakal Marawab, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawat, Hatama'alam, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem, Yahushab, the Wadaman.
In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it.
This is the blessings for the reconstruction order of Israel. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahawashab, wa Miyaka Alam, wa Alahayam, Batazabiyab, Alawap Yahanam, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwazayam, Ha Kayayoyam, wa Agwatim, Yahweh, Bashim Yahawashab, the water Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding during YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
So be it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K, Ayanya, Ahahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ai, Izaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Shamayam, Wa'aratazam, Ayatan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al-Yad, Yam Yakab, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakakab, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'aid Ayawalam.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, Adam Yalakha, Alta Karash, wa Alta Shakwat, Al, Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahaman Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya'im Salaka, Ya'ira Yawa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya'itazawa, Alta the Pawanyaka, Amaria, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yash'alam, Iwadab, Kaya, Nawa'aitazawab, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yakab, Baryat, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Wayashima'alam, Yum, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'imawan, Wa'imalak, Palashat, Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aishalaham, Kamajim, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadweb, Bayada Arab, Hayawab, Daman, Layadama, Shayatamwa, Nadayabmawa, Kairab, Wakazabah, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kanasaya Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashab, Lanawa, At, Na'awat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakab, Ka'ash, Tabia Ira, Wakala Haba, Tahalat, Hariyam, Kantaradatma, Basai Rakab, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panjaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimkab, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ajaid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kaya Ata, Shimkab, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayawan, Alkaha Arataza.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence. O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth.
Sir, men of Israel, gird thyself to salute the Torah. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute unto the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahamatah, Sar, men of turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahamatah, Sabbath dismissed.